Christ himself suffered while he was here on earth. Like, so why would people think that going to church, all your problem, everything is gonna end? That is the wrong concept that people have, right? A lot of people have false understanding about love. They they behave some kind of ways, like we've been seeing in this chapter, in this book. Like, a lot of people behave some kind of way that they think that they love somebody because they are acting some kind of way, but a lot of people are acting in the interest of themselves, not actually for the person. Because we are supposed to be a servant, not in the way that you take advantage of people. No, you can be a servant to people, helping people, putting other people first. Like, when you want to do something, say, okay, whatever I'm coming to do right now, how is it gonna affect my neighbor? How is it gonna affect the people around me? Not only me gonna benefit from it, because a lot of people today, they are doing things that only them that's gonna benefit from it. Nobody else is gonna benefit but themselves. That is not how we are supposed to be living our life, by us only being benefit from stuff. Like, a lot of things today the pastors are doing in churches, who is benefiting? They say, hey, come to church, I'm gonna help you. But are they really helping you? Are you really being helped? Or they're helping themselves? They're saying, come and pay tithe and offering, come and sow your seed, come and God will double your blessing. Is it really God doubling your blessing? Is really God helping them? Or who is being benefited from that money that you're going to sow? Who is going to benefit from it? It's the pastor that's going to benefit from it. He's the only one that's going to be rich. It's not you. The only way you can become rich, when you invest your money and you're going to have something in return. You said you invest your money in a business or something, that guarantee is going to come. But you're going to give that pastor, how did you know? He said, I'm going to give it to God. How is he going to give it to God? Right? But anyway, so people with good understanding of love hold a level of into like integration. Like, they have integrity. This is the word I'm looking for. They have integrity, and the spiritual health. They have a like a humbleness. Now, a lot of people don't have any humbleness in them today. A lot of people today, you look at a lot of politicians or people with power, for example, right? They think that, oh, I am humble, but they're not really humble. They always are on top, right there, and everybody's supposed to be under them. A true leader will never be on top. You will always try to get people from the bottom and bring them up to their standard, right? But a lot of politicians today, a lot of leaders today, what are they doing? They are not doing that. They're putting people down. They are wants to be on top. They're not helping. They're saying that they're helping, but they're not really helping. Anyway, so everyone is and will be faced with the pain of his life at some point or another. Everybody will face a pain or a situation in the life. Everything is not supposed to be all rosy, good, or whatever, right? It is a principle that no human being can live without experiencing pain. Everybody, sometime in your life, you have to go through a pain in your life. It doesn't matter if you have $1 million, if you, it doesn't matter what it is. Sometime you will have pain in your life. You will go through pain in your life. That doesn't mean that's the end of your life. That doesn't mean you're not going to come out of it. It's just a pain that you're going through. Like, when Jesus Christ died on the cross, when he was living here for 33 years, he went through pain. He went through, what was he going through that pain for? He was going through that pain for a purpose, for all of us, so all of us can benefit from it. It was not going through that pain because of himself. He can say, no, I don't want to go through. But he was going through that pain because a lot of people gonna benefit from it. In like, a lot of us gonna benefit from it today because he went through that pain for us, right? So so it is hard to get through a hurt, or um it is hard. Like, I'm not saying it's easy when you're broken, or some people, you might broke up from your relationship, or you might lost a loved one. You go through that pain. Yes, we're supposed to go through pain, but guess what? When you're going through the pain because you depend on God, because you believe in God, you can go through that pain with joy, with peace in your mind. But because a lot of people disconnect themselves from God, so when they're going, they get anger, they get bitterness, they become so bitter, but they don't know that that bitterness is not actually healthy for your body. It's not actually good for your body when you're becoming bitter to yourself, right? Because that bitterness is going to turn into something that your body cannot detect. That is why a lot of people are getting cancer today and heart attack and all the things, because they are building up toxic into their body that it's not good for your body. It's from bitterness, from anger. That is what is happening. So I want to give an example. So, for example, a man is constantly late for work, right? You're constantly late for work. All the time you're late for work. You're supposed to be at work for, let me say, 8 o'clock. You're supposed to be here 8 o'clock. It's your job, it's your responsibility to be at your work at 8 o'clock. But constantly you're late. All the time you're late. What do you expect your employer gonna do? Like, is probably gonna fire you. You're gonna hate the employer because he fired you because you're not up to you're not what's the word, you're not doing your duty, you're not doing your own part. He said you have supposed, this is your work, you're gonna be paid every 2 weeks or every month. You're gonna get paid, and you have to be here. Your what part of your responsibility, you have to be here 8 o'clock, right? But all the time you just go to work whenever you want. What do you think gonna happen? And you're gonna hate the manager for doing that? If you keep on to your own part of the bagging, then everything is good. But if you're not keeping up to your own part of your duty, then something's gonna happen, right? um so a person with a false understanding of love would immediately be ashamed, right? They will be immediately ashamed. Why did I do this? Why did he fire me? Oh, is it because they will start making all kind of excuse why they fire you? But you're not realizing that, hey, the reason why I get fired because I was not coming to work on time and I was not doing my work. Why I signed up for this work, right? So a person with false understanding of love will always finding, oh, they will be blaming the devil. Oh, it's the devil's fault. Oh, it's somebody's trying to get me. Oh, they will find all kind of excuses why, but they never get to the point why they got fired in the first place. You got fired because you were not coming to work on time. You were not doing your job, what you're supposed to do. That is the point. It's not because the devil is against you. It's not because God hate you or whatever. It's just that you're missing the point that, hey, I didn't do my work. I didn't come to work on time, right? So, uh, so a person who does not have a correct understanding of love is the one who does not want to accept the correction and opportunity to grow, possibly react in frustration and anger against the employer, right? Oh my goodness. This computer is, I will get there, guys. I will get there. So, instead of accepting the correction, say, yes, I did wrong. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna be at work on time. I'm gonna do better and stuff. They will not do it. Instead, they will find all kind of excuses instead of just accepting the responsibility and said, yes, I did wrong, and I'm gonna correct my mistake. But they will not do it. So people turn to quick to fix. Uh, um, so because they fail to correct the mistake, When they did not correct their mistake, they failed to correct their mistake. So now the frustration comes. Why do people, a lot of people get into drugs today and alcohol? Because they don't want to accept responsibility. They don't want to accept the correction. They don't want to say, hey, I need help, or I need to fix myself. I need to get better at this. I need to work on me being on time at work. I have to discipline myself. I have to get up on time and be to work. You gotta do something. Instead, they get frustrated, they get fired, they turn it, well, I'm not good for nothing. No, you're good for something. The reason why you are even existing, the reason why God created you in the first place and you're here is because God has a plan for your life. God wants the best for you. You want something, that is why you're existing. Because you have not discovered yourself yet, what your potential is, what you are good at. That is why I'm not good for nothing. Oh, nobody likes me, everybody hates me. No, you need to get better at whatever you're doing. Sorry, guys, I'm doing live broadcast. Call you back. So, yeah, instead of them saying, okay, I am weak in this area, I need to get strengthened in this area, no, they start blaming and finding excuses. When you need help, go and ask for the help. A lot of people get into drugs today, doing all kind of stuff because they don't want to accept responsibility. They don't want to own what they are doing wrong. They don't want to be corrected. They just want to live what kind of whatever life, right? So they get frustrated. Okay, the easy fix. Let's look for easy fix. What is the easy fix? Oh, I'm just gonna drink myself to sleep. I'm just gonna smoke myself to sleep. I'm just gonna do something so I can just turn out the. Hey, guess what? You're gonna come back to reality. That is not a fix. That is not going to solve the problem. You want, get to the bottom of the problem. Get to the bottom, the roots to the problem, and that's what's gonna help you. But you're not just do drugs and do you think that, oh, I'm okay now. Reality is going to come back in. The drug is going to wear off, the alcohol is going to wear off, and then you're going to come back to reality, when you could just go to the bottom of the issue and fix it. And then you don't have to be doing the drugs, you don't have to be doing all that kind of stuff, right? So let me see here. So this is another thing he says in the book. It's the people who do not show patience in life are the people who have false understanding of love. They live in they live in this kind of life because they don't want to be patient, because everything in life, like today, everybody want quick fix. Like you have fast food. I don't want to cook, I'm just gonna go to the food, but you don't know that some of those food are not actually good for you. But and then you start, your health start going down because of what you're putting into your body. Who are you gonna blame? Are you gonna blame the devil again, when the devil have nothing to do with it? You're the one actually putting the food in your mouth, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, you're the one being lazy. I don't want to cook. I'm just gonna eat fast food, or I'm just gonna eat junk and feel myself." You not realizing that that food is bad for you. Nobody wants to be patient. Like I would give a me for me. I will say now I am learning to be a very patient somebody, right? Before I have no patience at all. No patience in waiting, no patience. I just want to do things, bam, bam, bam. It can be a good thing, and also it can be a negative things at the same time, because I just want to get stuff done. That is just me. Get the stuff done and then move on to the next thing. I don't like slow process. Slow process just irritates me sometimes. Like I think maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. So people with true understanding of love knows that patience is the strength and greatness of the spirit. And the more a person goes through difficulty and trials every in their life, the more they grow and become a person of this discernment and wisdom and what and like some people, because like for me, I've gone through a lot of things in my life. I've gone through a lot of stress in my life. Like Now I'm looking back all the things that I went through in my life, and I thank God I went through them because it makes me become a better person. Yeah, it was a pain when I was going through it. It was painful. It was hurting and everything, but it made me become a better person. So we are supposed to be looking whenever you're going through trials in your life, whenever you're going through difficulty in your life, look at it. Say it's not the end of your life. It's not your destination. You can move out of it. It's up to you if you want to settle there. You said, okay, I accept this life. This is what I'm going to be. Or you can make a choice, say, no, there is more I can do, and move out of that, because it's not your final destination. Whatever you're going through, whatever circumstance you're going through in your life right now, is not your final destination. That is not what God intended for you to become. He wants you to become better. He wants you to live a life of purpose. But a lot of people are not living a life of purpose. They are driven by material things. A lot of people are driven by material things in the world. Everything is about money, 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 money. African people that are in Africa, it's all about money. Everybody wants money. But you need to be connected to the spirit, because that is what is more. Because a lot of people are empty. A lot of people are emptied in life. That is why they are attaching themselves to so many things, because they're trying to fill up that void in them. And that void, the only thing that can fill that void inside of you is the source of life, which is God, your creator. Because he created you in the first place. He put you here on earth for a reason, for a purpose. And if you are not doing that thing, you feel empty, because you are not functioning the way you are supposed to be functioning. A lot of people, I feel restless. I feel, because you are not connected to your source of life, first of all. Like, for example, a flower or a plant. If you uproot any plant, that plant will die eventually, because you have disconnected that plant from the source where it's gonna be filled up. So for us human, when we disconnect ourselves from God, you die. You are like a zombie. You are a walking dead. You might be, your eyes might be open, you might be seeing everything, but guess what? Because you are not connected to the source, the power, which is God. You're not connected to it. You just walk the earth like restless, like you don't even know what to do. You are lost. That is what happening to a lot of people. They are so lost because they have lost connection with the source of life. So when a person suffers, they learn to overcome difficulty and tolerate the pain while conducting self-analysis, which will lead them to personal growth. Like I said earlier, right? When you go through pain, you grow and you develop, you become stronger. Like you can even help other people that might be going through the same thing. Say, hey, I went through this, this is what I did, this is how I overcome. But not depending on other things to fill it up, like drugs. Some people might be gambling, or like all kind of things, like people are addicted to now, right? So um it is natural for a man to avoid an uncomfortable situation and look for a circumstance that will allow him to lead the simplest and easy life possible. However, God always take the human out of the comfort zone, even though through circumstances, through people, through problems, or through illnesses, like a lot of things. God always wants us to come out of our comfort zone, because a lot of people are just comfortable. It's like, I'm comfortable here. I don't want to take risks. I don't want to take chances. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be comfortable. Everybody's looking for comfort. But in order for you to become somebody, in order for you to leave a legacy here on earth, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone. Like a lot of people, Nelson Mandela, it came out of his comfort zone. There are a lot of people, like who else? Like Mother Teresa, she came out of a comfort zone. Today, she's being celebrated, even though she's no more. Martin Luther King, he came out of his comfort zone in order. If you want to become powerful in life, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out there. You need to take chances. You need to sacrifice your life. A lot of people is like, I love my life so much. It's like even in the Bible, it said, whoever loved their life so much will lose it, but those who don't care about their life will gain it. It's there. It's not me saying it. If you love, you want to save your life so much, you're going to lose it. But if you're ready to sacrifice your life, say, hey, I'm sacrificing, I'm giving up my life. If I die, I die. If I live, I live. Here I am. But I'm going to stand for justice. I'm going to stand for what is right, what is the truth. Guess what? You will be protected. But if you're scared, I don't want to get killed. Like a lot of people, so much injustice is being done in Africa today. Nobody wants to stand up. Nobody wants to do anything because they're scared to die. They're scared to lose your life. And guess what? Things are getting bad and bad and bad and bad because nobody wants to stand for justice. It's like, oh yeah, it does not affect me, but indirectly it's affecting it. If it doesn't affect you now, it will affect your children. It will affect your generation to come. So it is now. When you see something is going wrong, you need to stand up for it and say no to it. Because before it takes a root, when it takes a root, it's gonna be very hard to uproot it. But when the seed is sown, you need to uproot that seed. It's very easy. When you put a seed into a ground and it's not, you have no root yet, it's easy to unplug, uproot it, very easy. But when it become a tree, ha, it's going to take a lot of hard work when you cannot just uprooted it when the seed was sown. That is what is affecting Africa today because a lot of corruption. We have let the politicians do whatever they feel like doing. We have given them so much power and it's disturbing a lot of people. And nobody wants to do anything. Everybody's being silent. Silence is a deadly disease that is killing a lot of people today because everybody is being silenced. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody. They know it's wrong, but you don't know that. All of you, even though you are not doing the stuff directly, but you as much as guilty as the person that is doing the crime because you see it and you condole it. You are just as guilty as the person that is actually committing the crime because you are supporting that person indirectly by you not saying, by you not standing, by you not saying nothing, you are supporting that person. Okay, let's see where I am here. Be with me, guys. This is a new setup. Like I'm using my desktop because my computer, I don't know what happened with my computer. It's not, sound is not going through, so I'm gonna be using this one for now till I figure out what's going on with my computer. And I can't believe my even my phone froze. Like anyway, um, let's see. Can I finish this? Uh, I'm just looking at my notes here. See if I missing stuff. So okay, here it said everyone go through pain, and there are two main type. It said the pain of discipline. This is the pain of training and preparing when a person deliberately limits himself and refuse to do what the other to do to pursue or achieve a, a specific goal, right? So the pain of disappointment and regret. This kind of pain is a form of punishment for rejecting the pain of self discipline. Anyone who refuses to discipline himself will see that life will begin to inflict such pain on him, for which he will always regret. The pain of self discipline is a voluntary pain, but is temporary and necessary for growth. 2 grain of pain is a 2 gram of pain of self discipline is better than suffering than tons of self pity pain. You must you must decide for yourself what pain you will pass through. People who are afraid to experience pain are those who make their life depend on the people around them. They are afraid of how they will look if they refuse to engage in the social norm. So people who can tolerate pain do not pay attention to the opportunity. What did I do? Opportunity of the society. They just believe in themselves. People with the correct understanding of love usually choose to endure the pain of self discipline. If a person expresses any comment, it means he wants to help his partner to grow. So this is talking about, like, sometimes you're in a relationship and you see that your partner is doing something wrong, right? You see your partner is doing something wrong, but the partner with a false understanding will always think that we become very defensive. Oh, what are you saying that? But somebody with true understanding of love will accept, say, okay, yes, I earn, or accept the responsibility, say, yes, I did wrong, I'm gonna correct it, right? So he said, but a person with a false understanding of love take correction badly, and he will act aggressively as if it's like a judgment, right? That's what I just said. They confront in their ways and wish to remain there. They just want to be in the way. It's like, oh, that's my way. I'm just gonna do my way. You can't tell me what to do. I have to do what I have to do. Yeah, those are people with false understanding of love. Those people would rather not endure the pain, so attack and make excuses and blame the other who made the comment that encouraged them to change. So people who do not want to hear correction suffer punishment. They are often offended, do not get along with other people. They don't get along, they're loner, and they're depressed because they don't want to accept uh, um, correction, right? Let's see, can I finish this? Yeah, I think I can finish it. Another 5 minutes, guys. It said, a man with a false understanding of love do not tolerate any correction and punishment in his life. They think their ways is right and perfect. But the man who has true understanding of love accepts correction. He works on himself as a person around him brings the flaws to attention. A person with false idea of love often think about how to make sure that other people think well of them. That is why these people always react voluntarily to comment. They are trying to make sure that no one hear about their flaws. How many people know that? Like, how many people are in that situation, right? They think, oh, you have done something wrong, instead of accepting that, hey, I did something wrong. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to do better. They will start making excuses. They would start blaming you. They will try to put everything on you so that you look bad. Those are people with false understanding of love. Anybody that always wants to make you look bad instead of accepting, say, yes, I did wrong. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Because nobody is perfect. Everybody is fallible. I am not perfect. You're not perfect. There is nobody perfect here on earth. Everybody make mistake, but you need to earn it. You need to accept when you make that mistake and move on. Okay? Okay, I'm just going to read this. He said, how to respond to rebukes and criticism, right? A person with false ideas, I think I read that, or no, okay, never mind. How to make the most of correction. Learn to separate the constructive criticism from destructive comments made for you, right? It is important always to remember that the critical remarks, correct and comment are focused on a feature of your behavior and action in the professional sphere. They always refer to a specific action. Rude remarks are aimed at a person identity, and their text is to hurt only. Determine the purpose of the comment. You need to determine the purpose of the comment constantly. The comments may give you an insight into how other have identified your shortcoming in your work or in your behavior. Perhaps you will hear critical remarks and specific tips to help you be the most effective, fully realize your potential. Because sometimes they will help you. Some criticism or they criticize you somehow, it will help to develop you. You will help you said, hey, by the way, I am weak in this area. I think I need some work in this area. Instead of you taking it all bad, you just need to look at it, say, huh, where is the truth in this matter? What is the truth thing in this matter? Instead of looking at it all bad. And you need to thank the person that criticized you to get better. Like, thank, say, okay, I know I did wrong. I'm sorry. I'll do better. That's it. But don't just, oh well, I know better than you. Oh, you start making unnecessary talk that does not, you don't need to do it. So the ability to accept criticism require practice, humility, and a considerable uh, um you need to be patient. You need to be humility. You have to have those two to be able to accept criticism. A lot of people do not know how to accept criticism, correction, short as remarks or address. They believe that at the time, if somebody has correct them, it means they don't like them, or more, no pride or respect for their image or other in their eyes. When a person is ready to lose himself, he save himself. If a person wants to save his life, he lose it. When a person allow his flesh to die, then he begin to live in his spirit. That is the true essence of man. If a person wants to indulge his flesh, his spirit dies. If you want to live by the flesh, your spirit man dies and you start walking like a zombie because you have disconnected yourself from the source of power. Many young people want to live for themselves. They refuse to help others and are not interested in the problem of others. It's like, I just want to take care of my. A lot of teenagers today, a lot of kids today, that is all they want to do. Um, so I'm just gonna how to set boundaries in life. How to set boundaries in life. I'm gonna really fast. This is gonna talk about fasting. Like a lot of people fast, right? You look at food, you say, I'm not gonna eat this food. I'm not gonna eat the food for 12 hours or something. Yeah, that is fast. Fasting is not a goal because a lot of people take it as a goal, but is meant to distract from the delight of the body and to concentrate on your soul and renew your soul. That is why you are fasting. A lot of people fast because somebody wanted them to fast, but they don't know the value of fasting. They don't know the reason of fasting. They just want to fast because everybody's fasting, but they don't know that when you fast, you renewing your soul, you renew your spirit, you building up because you're connecting yourself to the source of power when you fast. Uh, I Some people don't know and they're just starving themselves. It's really, really sad. So when a man decides to fast, he refuses to eat as it is distraction of the flesh. Because you're crucifying your flesh. Because your flesh wants to eat. Your flesh wants to, but you are sacrificing that. Say no, flesh. I'm saying no to flesh. I am going to fill up my spirit. So So while refusing to eat or just refusing to desire the flesh, one begins to see the need of others and their well-being. A man with a true understanding of love understand and accept all the mistake he has made. He does not feel guilty, but instead feel the desire to make a change in his life. He makes the decision to get rid of his life and make a change in his life. He makes the decision to get rid of his selfish whining, and all this bad thoughts and negative habits. So when you are fasting, that can help to turn down those things in you, right? So instead of you becoming a doer of good habits and has a positive thought that makes him feel opportunity to help his loved ones, fasting help a person to put himself at the lowest priority and raise other up. During the fasting, a person restricts the ability to satisfy the flesh, engage in self knowledge, and Revive his life. All this leading to a change in the character, habits, and value, and then true personal growth occur. If you have not practiced fasting before, you should do it. It is really good for your soul. It is good for you. So you don't have to go full. You can start by little. Say, yeah, I'm gonna go 4 hours without food. If you used to eat every 2 hours, you cut down. Say, I'm not gonna eat every 2 hours. I'm gonna eat every 4 hours or something. Like try, and then you build up on it, and then it's really good for you. It actually there are so much benefits in fasting that people don't realize. So I think I'm gonna end it today because I already passed my half an hour. But hopefully this won't help. Tomorrow I'm gonna start something brand new, something very very interesting. Some people might like me, some people might hate me at the end, but anyway, I still love them anyway. So that's all I have for you today. So I guess I'm gonna be using my computer unless my laptop start working. But by the look of it, I'll keep on trying and fix it. So hopefully this help may hopefully make some sense. Thank you guys so much for listening, joining in, watching, sharing, inviting people. I love you guys so much, and I care about you guys so much. And help somebody else. If these teachings are helping you, try and help somebody else, please. Okay, you stay blessed, and God bless you guys, and I love you, and peace.